What's up, guys? Quantrix02 here. Smackdown's first pay-per-view is in the books, Backlash 2016, and I'm about to give you my review of the entire show. But I'm not gonna go this entire review waiting on what the biggest thing that happened tonight was. And we all know the phenomenal AJ Styles walked out with the WWE World Championship, something that we thought we would never see. AJ Styles did it too. If you would have said 2 years ago that AJ Styles would be, let alone in the WWE, but we'll be winning the World Championship, WWE's world title, most prestigious title in the company, I would think you were crazy. But that is exactly what happened tonight. AJ Styles makes history as the only man to hold the TNA World Championship, the ROH World Championship, the IWGP World Championship, and of course the WWE World Championship. Congratulations, AJ Styles. Now we can get to the review. Before we get to the actual pay-per-view, Baron Corbin took on Mr. Apollo Crews in a pre-show match. I don't know why either one of these guys are on the pre-show. They're supposed to be the future of the company, yet they're on the pre-show. And not only that, but Apollo Crews loses another match. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to just stick to what I think, and I just believe that Apollo Crews was brought up way too fast, and they just don't know what to do with him. And I would have thought that being on a smaller brand, well, not smaller brand, but having the brand split would help him, but really he hasn't helped him at all. He's making him look pretty bad. But yeah, man, Baron Corbin gets the win. The first match of the night was the elimination six-pack challenge to determine the first ever women's champion on Smackdown. And this match had Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Nikki Bella, Naomi, and Natalya. This match was really, really good, though. I have to give it to that. These girls went out there and put it all on the line. One thing that bothered me throughout the match, though, they kept throwing each other outside the ring and breaking. Well, that actually wasn't the worst thing. I can sort of understand that, but the worst thing of the night was the fact that they were like it was a couple of times where the girls were breaking up the pins, and Otunga was talking about that throughout the match, and I was thinking the same thing, why are these chicks breaking up pins when it's elimination? But I guess it was just to set up spots for stuff, I guess. But anyway, the match is pretty good. I'm not even going to go over all of the eliminations, but the most shocking elimination for me was Carmella getting the roll up on Nikki Bella to take her out of the match. I had a feeling that I really was thinking that Nikki Bella was actually going to win tonight, but she got eliminated right after. Who got eliminated before her? Trying to think. Was it it was Naomi. Alexa Bliss's elimination was pretty sweet. I think it was a freaking Naomi and Natalya did a power bomb blockbuster combo on her to take her out. That was pretty awesome. But it came down to Carmella and Becky Lynch. Becky locked in the disarmer, and Becky finally gets what she deserves. She deserves to be a champion, and finally she gets the opportunity to be one, because she is the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. Congratulations, Becky Lynch. Next was the new and improved Usos taking on the Hype Bros. Winner goes on to take on Slater and Rhino later in the night for the brand new SmackDown Tag Team titles. Now we all know the American Alpha was originally supposed to be in this matchup, but due to storyline injury, because of the Usos, they took out Chad Gable on SmackDown last week, so they had this match. It was okay, I guess, kind of like your typical SmackDown match. But I did like the Usos got the new gear, black and white gear, coming out, not doing their their Samoan not victory dance, but hype dance or anything like that. They just came out straight out there with their new gear, looking like some badasses. I loved it. But they got the win over the Hype Bros, and they would go on to face Rhino and Slater later in the night. Next was The Miz defending his IC championship against Dolph Ziggler. I didn't really care about this match, even though the match was actually really, really good. But we've seen these guys face each other so many times that it's kind of hard to really care about it. And WWE did kind of a bad job building this match because there wasn't really nothing there. I mean, they had that great opportunity to do something special with Miz doing that quote-unquote shoot interview with Daniel Bryan, and they just ruined it. And there was no real build up to anything. Miz was still the same, crybaby, whiner, guy. He didn't become tougher or anything. He's still the same Miz. So they could have did something really, really special with this to make people really, really care about Miz, but they didn't do that. He's the same old Miz. Great wrestler, but I mean, what was the purpose of the whole Daniel Bryan thing? I don't understand. Like, it seems like they're trying to build to a Daniel Bryan Miz match, and we know that's not going to happen. So why even try to play the fans like that? I don't get it. But the match was really, really good, though. I do give him that. In the end, Maurice ended up like spraying something in Ziggler's face when he hit the match. Basically, won with the super kick. He got out the ropes, and it was Miz who would lock the arms and hit the skull crunching finale to retain his Intercontinental Championship. Next was probably the worst part of the entire night. Earlier in the night, we saw Bray Wyatt beating the hell out of Randy Orton in the back. He like crushed his leg in the door, and I guess that was that. So everybody was kind of wondering what the hell they were going to do. So later, when it was time for the matchup, Bray Wyatt came out there and demanded that they ring the bell and then do the count-out victory. He got the count-out victory, tried to leave the ring. The announcer said that he won't be facing Randy Orton, but he won the match against Randy Orton, but he still will be having a no-holds-bars match with, guess who, everybody? The Big Red Machine. Oh, excuse me, the Demon Kane. Yes, Kane came out there. They had a no-holds-bar match. I wasn't really paying attention because I'm sorry, but I just don't care to see Kane anymore, and especially in a situation like this. I'm pretty sure the match was okay. I watched it. They did a cool spot. I loved the senton through the table, but I was like, "There's no way. If Kane beats Bray Wyatt, this is retarded." And it looks like Bray Wyatt was actually going to beat him because he actually kicked out of the chokeslam. But right after that, Randy Orton came out there. Randy would hit the ring and hit an RKO on Bray Wyatt when he was like looking at him. Bray Wyatt was like looking at him for a good like 10 seconds. I don't know how he hit the RKO, but he did somehow. And then Kane would hit the chokeslam and pin Bray Wyatt for the 1, 2, 3. And I don't understand. Why is Kane in 2016? Why is Kane beating a guy like Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt's supposed to be your future, but you have him losing to Kane. I don't care that there was interference from Randy Orton. Kane should not be pinning Bray Wyatt right now or ever, honestly. Kane's had his time. He's there as enhancement talent right now. That's what Kane's job should be. Most like other veterans who show up in WWE, they're there to put over other talent. And if he's going to be in there with Bray Wyatt, he should be putting Bray Wyatt over. But, hey, Kane wins. Bray Wyatt loses. He's forever going to be a loser. He's not a god. He's not even a freaking, I don't know what the hell he is, but he ain't a god for sure. Anyway, on to the next match. Next were the finals to the Smackdown WWE Tag Team Title Tournament. It was the Usos taking on Heath Slater and Rhino. This match, it was what it was. I mean, it was good. Everybody loves seeing Heath Slater. Heath Slater is definitely over. If there's one thing to say about right now, Heath Slater may be one of the most over guys on SmackDown other than AJ Styles, because the crowd was into this guy, and I can't blame him because I love me some Heath Slater too. This whole having to, win back his, having to win his the tournament to get a contract, and having to take care of his kids. This is big goal. I just love it. I'm happy that there was a payoff to this, and Heath Slater and Rhino got it done. Rhino hit the gore. Heath Slater got the pin. They are the first ever SmackDown WWE Tag Team Champions, and I can't be any happier. I mean, I know there's people up there who are saying, why didn't a legit tag team win the first ever tag team titles? Well, Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit weren't really a official tag team, but they won the first ever SmackDown tag titles back in the day. So hey, I'm not going to complain about this at all. I love this team. They're probably the most entertaining team on SmackDown right now when it comes to. I'm not just talking about in-ring talent, because you talk about in-ring talent, you probably got to go with American Alpha. But as far as just overall, just fun and to watch, Heath Slater and Rhino are great, and I love their chemistry. But yeah, man, they are the SmackDown Tag Champs, baby. Woo! Gonna get that new trailer. Gonna get that get a new pool for the kids. Oh man, I'm so happy for you, Heath. Next was the main event of the evening. It was Dean Ambrose defending his WWE World Championship against the Phenomenal. I said it like Matt Hardy for some reason. Phenomenal. The Phenomenal. Brother Styles. No, anyway. The Phenomenal AJ Styles taking on Dean Ambrose for the World Championship, or the WWE World Championship. This match was the best match of the night, which, if you're going to have AJ in there, there's no way it's not going to be quote unquote phenomenal. A lot of great spots in this match. One of my favorite spots is when they were on the apron, and I think it was AJ who was trying to go for a Styles Clash to the outside. That would have been crazy, but Dean would sweep the legs and then slingshot him onto the pole. Awesome spot. Another cool spot, the Pele into the rebound lariat. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with this rebound lariat, because sometimes it's so stupid, because he basically no-sells the move that is hit on him just to do that move, but the sequence always looks so awesome, so I give it a pass. There was a little outs. Dean would run across the freaking announcer's table and dive on AJ. A lot of cool stuff in this matchup, but in the end, I think AJ may have pushed Dean Ambrose into the ref. He would low blow him and then hit the Styles Clash, not the Phenomenal Forearm. Screw that. If you're gonna win the world title, you gotta hit your end all be all move, and he hit that Styles Clash and won the WWE Championship. Like I said earlier on in this review, I would have never thought 2 years ago, I would have never thought in 1,000 years that AJ Styles would not alone be in the WWE, but also become world champion. But it happened tonight. Overall thoughts on this pay-per-view? I don't know, guys. I wasn't really feeling it that much. I actually had the opportunity to go to this show. I was one ticket away from going to this show, because it's literally in my backyard. But I'm glad I didn't now, because a lot of stuff we didn't even get. We didn't get our annual Bray Wyatt match. American Alpha wasn't there. Any of the new talent that you want to see wasn't really heavily featured. They were half of them were on the pre-show. I don't know, guys. I mean, I got the results that I wanted. I love that Becky Lynch won. I love that AJ Styles won his first WWE Championship, period, and it happened to be the world title. That's amazing. That would have been a great moment to be a part of. And even Heath Slater winning the titles was awesome. But the thing that this pay-per-view was missing, and I feel like this is going to be a reoccurring problem with the pay-per-views going forward, because we're going to I think there's just way too many pay-per-views, and that means that there's shorter times to build up the shows. So this show did not have very good build-up. 2 weeks of build-up, really? And they really didn't do much with it. That's why I'm kind of happy, in a way, even though I didn't want to see that Kane match. I'm kind of happy that Randy and Bray Wyatt did not take place tonight, because there was no build. I wasn't hyped for it at all. They didn't really do anything to make me excited for the matchup. And everything else was, I guess it was pretty good. It was good matches, but overall, story wise, very, 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 very weak all around. Even AJ and Dean stuff was pretty weak, but I let it go because it's AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. But yeah, guys, I don't know. The pay per view was okay. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible. Matches were good. Majority of them were really good, but they were just missing that story element, and I can't give it a pass because of that. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Other than the main event, I don't really have the urge to go back and watch any of the matches that took place tonight, really. But with that said, I did enjoy watching the majority of it. So a 7 out of 10, I think is a pretty good fair score for the show. So guys, what did you think of Backlash 2016? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Tell me in the comments below. And if you're not already, subscribe for more reviews and other things I do on this channel. But until then, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, stay gold, peace, and congratulations to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Oh, before I go, also, I actually forgot about this, but I did want to mention CM Punk having his first matchup in UFC. It went down the exact way I thought it was, but I respect him for getting in that ring and not that ring, but in that octagon, and having an actual fight, man. He lost, but you know what? He did what he wanted to do, and he's happy that he did it. So as a fan, all you can do is really be happy. So good effort, CM Punk. Hopefully he'll be back in the UFC again, and you'll maybe win next time. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm out. Peace.